Carmelo Anthony's advocate is a liar.
Organization again was that they could bait a white person when they say the name. Yeah, man. White people can't say it. White people just gotta be like, the N-word organization. This nigga, man. This nigga. Listen, we got more shit on this nigga too, man. We got more shit on this. This nigga is a nut, man.
All of the funds that was raised on that platform were fraud, okay? The family was the first to report these funds. One of the funds we identified raised up to $11,000. So a post about anything that stated that GoFundMe took everything down regarding Carmelo Anthony, that was at the request of the families and their supporters. This family never tried to create an account on GoFundMe. The Next Generation Action Network is very well aware of the company's policy regarding raising funds for legal defense. Since this tragedy unfolded, the Anthony family has been subject to unimaginable amount of hate, racism, threats to their safety. People have
lying like a motherfucker. Ain't no white people. If a white person, motherfucker, white people don't nobody even care about this shit. Don't nobody care about this shit like that. Everybody going to work and fucking taking care of their kids and paying their bills. We talk about this shit online. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you niggas. And if a white person did do something to you niggas would have had that shit on the internet already. If a white people, if y'all had found some white people on y'all security camera lurking around y'all house, y'all have been uploaded that shit to the internet. If a white person would have sent you some fucking threats, you would have been uploaded that shit to the internet. You would have been gave us the police report of some white people that did some shit to y'all, man. Y'all they trying to act like, well, we just keeping it under covers. We don't want to cause no trouble. White people been fucking with us ever since Carmelo Anthony did this, but we taking the high road. We don't want to get in the mud with everybody. We don't want to. Nah, motherfucker. If a white person, motherfucker, did the slightest thing, if a white person in their neighborhood stopped speaking, like if Sally from down the block used to say hey, and now she don't say hey no more, y'all ought to be up here talking about, and Sally from down the street, she stopped speaking. So stop it, man. Ain't nobody doing nothing to you niggas. Ain't nobody doing nothing to you niggas.
Set outside their house, sent objects delivered to their door, publicly harassed, online and in person.
So they being publicly harassed. Where's the footage of them being publicly harassed? Where's the white people? So we supposed to believe some white people is sitting outside of these black people's house. And this the first we hearing about it. White people is publicly harassing these niggas. And this is the first we hearing about it. There's no footage. There's nothing.
This is not just about Karmelo. It's about the family who dared to stand and demand justice in a return and receive ugliness that racism in this country still breeds. But let me say this loud and clear. We are not scared. We are not moving. We will not be silent. What I've always said as the president of the Next Generation Action Network, we will never ask the oppressor for permission to liberate our people. We will not ask for permission to stand up for the rights of our children. The Next Generation Action Network has stood on both sides of the fence in ensuring that justice is served. Now, getting to the information that the Next Generation Action Network wanted to share with the public today. And I will go ahead and pass it over to the mother and once I make this statement, okay? All right, there's two more final. For the last week and a half, the Next Generation Action Network has engaged in communications with Frisco ISD to ensure that Carmelo Anthony's due process is not violated. We know that in the state of Texas, there are things that are discretionary things and decisions by the leadership of Frisco ISD. There are clear guidance in the state and education code regarding expulsion of a student. We have asked several times. We didn't just rush. We have had these conversations over the last several days, and we have stated that it is just outright wrong to get involved in this. Carmelo Anthony doesn't have to walk. He doesn't have to involve in any senior activities, but Carmelo Anthony is a 3.7 GPA student, and if he does.
So basically, and listen, I want to see that transcript of his GPA. I don't believe that. For some reason, I just don't believe that. I'd like to see his transcript. But here's the thing. So the school's gonna expel him for pulling out a knife and stabbing a kid, right? But he's saying that that's wrong because they should wait. If they expel him, that's going to look bad when the case starts. It's going to look bad when the case starts because it's going to be in the file that he was expelled, and that may be like a admittance of guilt. That may be, like, hey, the school expelled him for killing a kid. So the school must think that what he did was wrong, and the school shouldn't get involved in the case. So the school should not expel him for killing a kid. That's a huge ask, man. You've already said that this country is racist, man, and that, black people got the raw deal. Why would you ask for something so big? Pause. Why would you ask for such a huge favor for the school not to expel him for killing a kid unless this country's not that racist? There's no fucking way if the country's this fucking racist, as he says, and the black, we wake up, we don't play the race card, we live the race card, right? And every day is a struggle for black people. Why would you ask the school not to expel someone who killed a kid?